This week on Willful, we're talking to Angela Misri, a Toronto-based journalist, podcaster, and mystery writer, and the author of the Portia Adams Adventure Series. Was part of your goal to write books that normalize female independence and intelligence?
Yes, and I think that's true of all my writing, not just Portia. So I write a few other books. I write, Conan McLeod is another detective fiction that I write, and it's very much about you would take her seriously just because of her skills. You would completely disregard her gender. And I want that to be an important part of Portia. It's 1930, so I appreciate there are some things she's going to have to go up against, but it has to be, she has to believe that she is as good and as powerful as any white male with all the power in the world. Even if she has to go up against people to prove that, her intelligence is going to push past some of those barriers. Now, there's going to be things that she's going to come up against that can't be accomplished. Like, she cannot become the prime minister. It's 1930, it's not possible right now. Totally get that. But everything else should be doable. Even if it's just even if she's just raising the bar a little bit for the next person. 1930 is such an amazing time to write about, right? Between the world wars, when women are coming out of the kitchen, suffragettes, like all of that stuff is happening. So it's like the men of the world are going, what the heck is going on? And the women of the world are going, everything's possible. Yeah. I'm totally going to try this. And that's what Portia does.
Yeah, Amelia Earhart.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Anne Morrow Lindbergh.
All these women are coming out of the woodwork and pushing boundaries. All these people are coming out this time. It's a very specific time, this window between the world wars, because everything is so up in the air, right? Because you just come out of the First World War where you lost like half of your male population. You had women working in factories for the first time. You have this whole new mindset of, wait a minute, why would I go back to the kitchen? I don't understand. I accomplished this. And it's just like a completely different generation of women that came out of that. Mm-hmm. And I think she's going to take advantage of that, Portia, every chance she can get. And Adler is going to help her do that.
Will boys read books with female protagonists?
Yes. Yes, they do. And I think that we have to let go of that stereotype, because I have never met a boy who turned down my book because it was a female protagonist. When I'm at Chapters doing my events, I'll like pull aside a boy and be like, do you like Baker Street? Do you like Sherlock Holmes? You're going to love this book. I don't even mention the fact that Portia's a girl. Why is that relevant? It's going to be a fun mystery. There are 3 mysteries in this book. I challenge you to figure them out before you get there. Go, right? My son is 14. He read my first book when he was, I guess, 11. He loved it. He didn't even pay attention to the fact that it was a woman. I think that stereotype is something we need to really make publishers stop thinking about, because it's a ridiculous thing. Harry Potter and Hermione, who cares who's the girl and who's the boy? You've got Mockingjay. You've got so many stories right now that are driven by female characters. I think we need to let that go, and I think we really need to convince publishers. I find the biggest stumbling block, not the kids, it's the publishers going, would boys read this? Yes, they would.
When has being female felt like an advantage in the writing world?